Daylight, my MVVs, welcome. Dr. Lizzy, who is rumored to have been absent, obviously absent from the palace right now because she is gone for her medicals in Switzerland, is said to have called Olori Naomi. And, the Ooni of Ife's father added his voice, and Diola added her voice that Naomi should never, ever make any attempt to leave the royal mansion, because the moment she leaves the royal mansion, that mansion will no longer be hers, because anybody will move into that mansion. They said Dr. Lizzy spoke to Naomi that what is her problem? Like, why is she leaving the royal mansion? Where is she leaving the royal mansion? Though, that even if she is making up her mind not to be with Kabiyesi again, she shouldn't forget the fact that Kabiyesi gave her that royal mansion, and that mansion is for Tadenika, not even for her. Why would she want to relinquish the mansion so that others who are obviously wanting that mansion will just run ahead and take the mansion? That if she doesn't want to be with the Ooni of Ife, or she wants to have a vacation, or what has the mansion got to do with it? That Dr. Lizzy spoke to the Ooni of Ife spoke to Queen Naomi that leaving the royal mansion would be one of the biggest mistakes she's going to make again. She left the palace for the Ooni of Ife, and the wives are there, and now she wants to leave the one they gave to her again. One place where Kabiyesi is comfortable in, they say, apart from the palace of the Ooni of Ife in Ile-Ife, the other home where he goes and he sleeps, yes, is the royal mansion. Now, we are all aware that when he travels, like they say when he goes to Abuja, that he doesn't even go to the house in Minister Hill. He sleeps in his lodge, the Ooni of Ife's lodge in, I think, is in Osun State house in Abuja. And, even in Lagos, that he has a lodge in Lagos. But the one place that he sees as home again for himself happens to be that royal mansion, and that is where everybody's, like, they all want that place. And the place has been given to Olori Naomi on a platter of gold, and she is saying she wants to leave it because she is angry, or because she wants to go on a vacation, or because she doesn't want that. What is she not the wife to the Ooni of Ife? What makes her feel she does not deserve to have all the beautiful things of life? Even if she's not with the Ooni of Ife, she's got the first son of the monarch, and the monarch is busy doing all of these things, not for any other reason, all for Tade Nikawo. Now, with what has happened with Olori Toby, we can confirm that the monarch takes care of his kids really well. They said he bought a house worth 280 million for Olori Toby in Ikoyi. Yes. They say Kabiyesi's father also warned Olori Naomi that if Olori Naomi relinquish that mansion, and these people collect that mansion, that Olori Naomi will have him to answer to. That what is wrong with her? Has she not made enough mistakes already? That they are trying to fix things, and she is going by what people are saying, and is that her problem right now, or to return back to her matrimonial home? Have they not fixed the date for her to return? What is she waiting for? Like, if she wants to return already, she knows very well that her Yeyoluwa suit is open for her. That everything is there for her. If she wants to return already, let her return. She was the one who made a demand and said that she's not returning except the women vacate the palace, and they are making arrangement for them to vacate. They have given them a time limit to vacate. Only recently, she was the one who said that she was going to stay in there with Toby. And every other woman, that has she asked herself why these women are not in the palace? They are not in the palace because everybody is angry over the fact that they have forced them to leave. And now she is saying she wants to go because of what people are saying. That who is feeling the pain? Is it people or her? That she needs to stay and sit down in the mansion and wait for June to come so she can move into, the palace of the Ooni of Ife. They said this is what Paropo was talking to the Queen Naomi about. But most importantly, they say Paropo was telling Queen Naomi never to leave the royal mansion for anybody, that is her house, that is her home, and that house belongs to Tade Nikawo, and she has no right to give it up for any reason and for any body. That why would she want to do that? If she's traveling, who is stopping her from traveling? Nobody is stopping her from traveling. She will travel and come back to her home. That Paropo was saying they took over the royal palace from her, and she wants them to take away the royal mansion again from her. Is that what she wants? Because they say the royal mansion is a very beautiful place. That Ooni of Ife spent so much money in the royal mansion. They said Ooni of Ife spent, if he has not spent money in that royal mansion, close to ₦1 billion. That is another place that is almost like the palace of the Ooni of Ife, and but more sophisticated than the palace of the Ooni of Ife. And the man gave it all up for Queen Naomi just to prove his love for Queen Naomi. What else does Queen Naomi want? That Queen Naomi needs to sit down and stop listening to people and return back to her matrimonial home, because that is exactly where she belongs. That this is exactly what Paropo was saying to Olori Naomi. They said Papa, that is Paropo, had also spoken to Reverend Funke to speak to Queen Naomi not to give up the royal mansion, that it belongs to her and her son, no matter the situation. If you watch lately, Reverend Funke has been very quiet because she has, evaluated the entire situation, and she said Naomi is a daughter to her, that whatever decision that Naomi chooses to make at the end of the day, that she will stand by Naomi, through thick and thin. That at the end of the day is Naomi's decision. If Naomi wants to return back to her husband, it's up to Queen Naomi to make that decision. If Queen Naomi feels that it will be better for her outside, it's up to Queen Naomi to make that decision. But no matter what happens, she will be there for Queen Naomi, because Queen Naomi is her daughter, and she loves Queen Naomi so much because Queen Naomi is a good woman. And they say when Paropo now called Reverend Funke, speaking to Reverend Funke over the royal mansion, Reverend Funke was made to call Queen Naomi to find out why she was threatening to vacate the royal mansion. And Naomi explained a lot of things to Reverend Funke, and Reverend Funke said to her that she should not vacate the royal mansion, that whatever she wants to do, she should stay inside the royal mansion to do it. That what if she had not gotten her own house in Lekki? Would she be saying she wants to leave? That she is a woman, that property is a property that was given to her, that it would be foolishness for her to relinquish that property. That if she relinquished the property to Oni and they collect it, is she going to relinquish Tadenikawo? That whether she likes it or not, Tadenikawo will forever be an integral part of the royal family, and Oni will always be a part of her life. So if she is deciding that she doesn't want to stay with the Ooni of Ife anymore, that is fine. But to say that she wants to relinquish a property that was given to her on a platter of gold and out of love, a loved gift, and you want to just give it out to people that will, be so joyous. It's like answering their prayers for them. Yes, you're using your own hands to answer their prayers for them. That whatever you want to do, stay in that property and do it. Do not give them that property and do not move out of the property. And they said that was exactly what Reverend Funke said to Olori Naomi. And for me too, I will want to think that Naomi should not give them anything. She should stay in that property. Whether she's married to the Ooni of Ife or not, let her stay there. It belongs to her. She's gone through so much. Let her collect that one. At the end of the day, if the marriage does not work, she knows that she has something great, because that property in Lagos, they say it's worth over ₦1 billion. Let her keep it. What is that? Even if they like, let them turn the letter of trade that they are writing to a moving object. Queen Naomi should not give up that royal mansion. That is a property that was given to her. And that was what Papa Ropo was telling Reverend Funke. And Reverend Funke related the same message allegedly to Olori Naomi, and that Olori Naomi should keep staying in that mansion and making her decision from that mansion, and which is what we think she is going to do going forward. I wanted to bring you this update. I'm going to bring you more. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you.